Hey, what's good? It's Cadillaktrackz. This is quick tip number 57. This is a real quick tip. It's just going to go over exporting and importing MIDI. A lot of times, especially when you're using Fruity Loops in Machine, you might have MIDI on Fruity Loops that you want to get into Machine, meaning that you laid down some notes or whatever on your little piano roll, and you want to put those in Machine because you got some type of plug-in on Machine, and you want to see how those sound over here. Or vice versa. You might have some notes over here on Machine. You can laid down some drums or whatever over here, you know, you can lay it down, and now you want to bring these notes over here to Fruity Loops so that you can hear how they sound in Fruity Loops on the pattern. It's just a quick tip. We're going to go over exporting and importing MIDI. You might already know about this. I might have covered it in one of my other videos. But inside of Fruity Loops, all you need to do is once you have your notes, once you've recorded a pattern, like I have this little pattern right here that I was messing with, there's a few ways you can do it. You can push Shift, Control, and M, and it'll actually allow you to save or export this MIDI pattern. I can go right here to File, and I can actually go right here to Export MIDI. It's not letting me do it because it looks like I have a demo mode of Fruity Loops right now. But on your computer, you'll see after these notes are here, the Export MIDI function. And that's how you would do it. You would go ahead and export it, save it in a place where you can find it easily later. And once it's exported, you can import it into Machine. So if I wanted to go from Fruity Loops to Machine, I would have saved that as a MIDI file, and then from right here I can just right click on any channel or any sound, and I can just go to import MIDI. It's going to ask where the MIDI is, bam, and you find the MIDI and you just open it up and it imports it. It keeps all your velocity settings that you set up on Fruity Loops. It keeps all your pan settings, all the specialness. It keeps those settings. Another thing, if you have something that's a fine grid, like it's going by 64, and you import it in the Machine, and you got the grid set right here on 16th, it's gonna import it on 16th. It's not gonna import 64 steps when you got the grid set on 16th. So if something's real fine in Fruity Loops, set the grid accordingly in Machine before you import it, and vice versa. With Machine, let's say I had these notes here, or let's say this was a piano or whatever the hell it would be, and I wanted to bring these MIDI notes into Fruity Loops. You know, this one's pretty easy because we have the function right here, the MIDI drag function. You just click, hold, bam, let go, and it right there brought the notes right into Fruity Loops quickly. So it's a lot easier with Machine. In fact, even if this was playing, if this was a VST plugin and these notes were playing a melody, I can even click the audio and drag the audio in, which I would probably drop on the playlist somewhere right here. So like I said, if this was a VST playing some melodies with these little notes, I didn't want the notes, I just wanted the audio, I could push record, not even push record, but push the audio and hold this, and I could just drag it over here. And then I could mute out this plug-in or delete it so it doesn't take up any more CPU. But that's just a quick tip just about exporting and importing MIDI. All you really need to do is go right here and go to the function right here, File, Import, Export, and on Machine you have the same function. On Machine, it's right here inside of the import or export on the sounds right here. Right click, import, export MIDI. What you do is make yourself a folder on your computer where you save all the MIDI patterns and you name them, and then you'll get yourself a library. You can even sell them one day, you know, like Nick Mira and them do, if you want people to sound just like you. I don't know what the fuck they do that for. But quick tip 1,